title. Mohamed Pohan, that referee in the centre of the ring. And Lisa O'Rourke, one of the Fighting O'Rourke sisters. Her sister is also in the quarterfinal at her chosen weight. We have to wait until tomorrow to see her. Underway, O'Rourke Ireland in the blue, PERGOLITI of Australia in the red.
The nice little start there from the Australian PERGOLITI. She's very confident about performance in O'Rourke. She's come out for it, hasn't she? She's letting her hands go.
Immediately.
Good right hand there from her.
Really good right hand. And caught one coming in, but have PERGOLITI under a bit of pressure up against the ropes early in this contest.
She got to chop the right hand over as well. She started very positive as O'Rourke.
As you would imagine, from the confidence that you would get from a World Championship gold medal, took a silver at a big global event earlier this summer as well. When she goes to war, she comes back with medals, and that will be the aim here. And she is swarming the Aussie early in this neutral corner.
She's set off fast pace. I mean, it's going to be hard to keep this up for 3 3-minute rounds, but she's set off very fast here.
You say that, Anthony. She's a high rocks doubles world champion, Lisa O'Rourke. She's got the engine.
Wow.
Her and her sister. Imagine seeing them on the start line. Got no chance.
I love amazing sporting families like that, and when you hear that, like IROX World Champions plus both competing at the World Championship, both for medals as well, not just making the numbers up. She should be very busy here. And I imagine that I was just about to say O'Rourke was very strong when you told me that about the IROX. Good right hand. Right hand again from O'Rourke.
Yeah, PERGOLITI hasn't really got started yet, and I'm going to rephrase that, hasn't been allowed to get started. O'Rourke well supported, PERGOLITI well supported, both here at the arena and all around the world watching on Eurovision Sport, but O'Rourke is fastest to the punch repeatedly.
She should be to the shot, hasn't she, these opening few minutes?
Little flashing lead left though from the Aussie. Another headshot from PERGOLITI as Rourke was coming in, maybe finding her feet a little bit in the final minute of the first round.
I think the first 2 minutes what's happened is O'Rourke's really surprised PERGOLITI. I think she's come out nice, lateral movement, and she was just rushed, and it took her by surprise. She's settling a little bit more now, but she lands with a lead hand again, does O'Rourke, and the right hand comes after it.
Good combination work from the 23-year-old from Castlereagh in Ireland in the blue corner, and causing problems for our Australian opponent. He's done well to box himself out of a hole there. Lekeisha PERGOLITI.
O'Rourke, I don't want to be disrespectful to her at all with this. Good right hand, good straight right hand there from O'Rourke. But she's very raw, and in that sense, but she lets her hands go, overwhelmed the opponent. You can see what he's working here against the #1 seed.
Yeah.
And for me, I think she definitely won that first round.
And there is the bell to signify the end of what has felt like a really positive round for the boxer from just over the water here in Liverpool. Short flight for those nearest and dearest of Lisa O'Rourke.
And cheers just gone up then from the Irish over there. They've seen the cards.
Okay, let's see some of the best of this action. It was a lively start from the boxer in blue.
She rushed her. She rushed her, but not just rushed her. She was landing right hands, she was landing jabs. She was coming from it there. And I think there's no way I could see it any other way than at least O'Rourke round, which is reflected there before the 5 judges' cards.
Just the Brazilian judge preferring the work of Lekeisha PERGOLITI of Australia. So a 4-1 lead for the Irish boxer for the first round of 3. Lisa O'Rourke absolutely outclassed her Colombian opponent Shirley Roscoe in the round of 16. Got a unanimous victory with a standing count thrown in for good measure.
The Irish girl on the feet, really built by that score there. She comes straight back out. O'Rourke lands her right hand. And that's what I was sort of thinking, what I sound effective, like you say, raw, she comes forward throwing loads of shots, but she's effective.
Certainly is effective, and causing Lekeisha PERGOLITI no end of issues so far in the 3.5 minutes that we've seen in this contest. PERGOLITI now trying to settle down, box off the back foot, find her feet, but again, you get the jump up out.
To the jab, doesn't she? And I think what O'Rourke's doing now is being smart. She slowed the pace. No matter how fit she is, it would have been hard to keep that pace up. And then she just dived with the other attack. She lunged in with the jab, beat her to the the shot and then she go back to that. That was a little bit better there though.
PERGOLITI catching her before that looping punch could land.
And that's nice work from PERGOLITI, but you need to see more. We need to see more of it. Both girls landing there with the lead hand.
Minute now down in the middle round. Warming out that lead jab and not quite catching any flashes there. She catches the fake of the second. And a tangle of feet sends PERGOLITI tumbling back to her own red corner. Oh, good shot, rising shot from the Aussie.
There's no denying PERGOLITI. You can see why she's ranked the way she is. She's got some very cute moves, but she's definitely been caught off guard here. And I think now over this next minute and a half, I think she's a good minute and a half then to set her up nicely for the final round, because otherwise, O'Rourke's work rate, that's what's catching the eye.
Yeah, PERGOLITI has gone around the world on the World Boxing Cup Tour and won medals on 3 separate occasions against international opponents. She is well travelled and well experienced, but up against a very, very good campaigner in Lisa O'Rourke here. Good head movement from O'Rourke, trying to tempt PERGOLITI in. Still, duck of the head from the Aussie to get away from the advancing Irish boxer though.
And she comes in with the body shot, which lands the right up lands after it. It's been a very close round this.
There is a rawness there, you're right Anthony, you can see it. Rawness that is having its impact. Still young and still improving, Lisa O'Rourke, and that is a big shot, perhaps the biggest one that PERGOLITI has landed in this contest.
Does this set up for everything on the last round? Does PERGOLITI just take this round? I think she possibly does.
We love the Jeff
catching shot. But again, there's not been much in it, so I wouldn't be surprised if these cards are split, but we'll see.
Right to the end of round 2, and PERGOLITI is punching the air in celebration as she walks back to her corner. I think she's really happy with the work that she put in. Lisa O'Rourke takes on lungfuls of oxygen and is getting instructions from the team in the Irish corner. Here's the rest of the action. That was just a really smart bit of back foot boxing from the boxer in red. Just a tangle of feet. And even though one of those punches grazed her on the top of the head, she had the wherewithal to get her head out of the way of the incoming other punches. It is a 3-2 split this second round in favour of PERGOLITI, and what that means is the one judge, USA, has O'Rourke by 2 rounds. You can forget about the USA judge. It's about the other 4. India, Brazil, Morocco, Japan. They're all dead level. It's all on this
last round. And you can see the way the Australian PERGOLITI's come out. But listen, here we go. We'll see.
This
she comes in behind the double jab, O'Rourke.
This is to guarantee a World Championship medal. Win this round, and it is at least bronze here at the Worlds in Liverpool.
What an achievement this would be for Ireland's Lisa O'Rourke.
And for Lekeisha PERGOLITI, for both of them. And that is what is on the line. And they won't want to be stopping at bronze, either of these two. But you've got to win this round. You've got to win the contest. And PERGOLITI on the outside is catching O'Rourke on the way in.
She raises her hand there, and I think is that a bit of kidding. But listen, O'Rourke comes back again with the jab. They raise her hand to let the judges, or try and convince the judges, know they've landed the shot. That's good work for O'Rourke, but lovely movement back there from PERGOLITI.
Where was this in the first round from the Australian? Lovely head movement, swaying away from trouble.
I think this is going to come down to 2 things. The raw aggression of O'Rourke, or the nice, cute movement of PERGOLITI, depending what the judges like.
And at the moment, it's difficult to say what they like, because we've got a split going right down the line. Brilliant. 2 minutes left to box. O'Rourke first to the jab, but PERGOLITI lands as well. A little bit messy, and Mohamed Pohan is letting them extricate themselves from this. Very messy indeed, and a little bit of wrestling. O'Rourke to the canvas, not a knockdown. And we've got a minute and a half to still convince the judges, Anthony.
It's wide open, isn't it? It's going to be won in this last minute and a half. Like you say, jabs landed.
O'Rourke is being O'Roared on by the Irish fans in the arena. Trying to force Pergoliti
Good
back
job.
against the ropes. Great work from the Irish boxer.
Pergoliti comes back. Really, this is all going to be won in the last minute.
1 minute to box. 1 minute from a medal, 1 minute from despair. Rourke with the stiff jab again. Pergoliti up against the ropes, grabs on. Working to the body in the clinch, they free themselves. Mohamed Pohan is letting them do it.
40 seconds left. I couldn't pick a winner here. I really couldn't.
Welcome to the World Boxing Championships on Eurovision. We deliver jeopardy right to the last. O'Rourke, Pergoliti have to win this round. 30 seconds to box.
Good right hand there from O'Rourke.
Jab, backhand
holds her
right.
hand up as if she landed, but I don't think it was. I thought it was O'Rourke who landed. This is so close.
It looked like the two stingers from Blue Gloves to me. Pergoliti is throwing punches, glancing the ear of O'Rourke, who comes back in behind a three-punch salvo and catches her.
I think O'Rourke might have nicked this.
The short left on the inside right before the bell.
No, I'm not sure. I think she's trying to judge her own fight. Reason the Irish corner think they've done enough.
They certainly do.
Very close this. It's very close.
Well, how have you got it at home? I would love to know. We're going to show you the best of this action, and we're not going to talk over this, Anthony. If you're watching at home, you judge for yourself, because it was all on the final round. Enjoy these highlights, and we will wait for the verdict. Both boxers think they've won it. Both sets of fans think they've won it here in the arena, and only our MC Craig Denham knows at this moment who has won it. You can cut the tension with a knife.
Which way is going to go? The first medal of the championship.
It's Australia who get the nod. Lekeisha Pergoliti wins the final round on the judges' scorecards. True jeopardy in a World Championship boxing ring. And it is the smiling Australian who has beaten the past world champion Lisa O'Rourke. And it is Pergoliti who is the first boxer at this World Championships in Liverpool who guarantees herself a spot on the podium. And there's Team Australia. Pergoliti taking a second just to drink it in. All eyes on her teammates and the fans in the stands, and there it is, a 3-2 split.
It was that close. It was that close, Chris. It really could have gone either way.